Castle's interference with the New York detonation was bad enough. He cannot remain at large.
Oh, you afraid he might fuck things up even more?
I was on the Gentek team that developed that virus, Simon, in 1964. I will not see my life's work ruined.
What's on your mind, Riley?
It's Dr. Koenig. All that sympathy he showed Heller, it was unprofessional and a little sickening.
Be that as it may, this is not the topic we discuss in front of the men.
Shit. William! The fuck are you doing in the command center? Get back to your post! Koenig's in for a rude awakening if he thinks Colonel Rooks is just another bureaucrat.
Hell, LT, I know better than that myself. My old squad leader got drunk one night, picked a fight with the colonel. He's still in the hospital, last I heard, eating through his...
Maybe he was running his mouth like you are. Show some fucking respect.
You know, Rooks, it's like a dream come true for me.
The hell are you talking about, Samuelson?
What Gentek's accomplishing. A chance to experiment on live subjects. These refugee camps are like massive petri dishes. It's amazing.
Whatever blows your skirt up.
I can't believe this. I mean, the data we're getting, actual damage to civilians at the hands of weaponized specimens, it's priceless.
Dr. Sheffield, unless you have something to say regarding Gentek's bottom line, I'd advise you to keep your mouth shut.
Sorry, Miss Galloway. Heller is attacking Gentek scientists. Can't you see that? He'll be coming for me.
Yes, well, I'll get you transferred to the green zone as quickly as possible. Heller won't pass up a bunch of targets packed that tight.
You want to use us as bait?
Relax, Doc. This will all be over before you know.
Close to a big breakthrough, are you, Doc?
More like a personal milestone. I've been observing Heller, taking the measure of his strength. Now I know exactly how to put him down.
Put him down? Dr. Koenig, what are you planning?
Oh, it's nothing to fret over.
It's
none of your concern, Commander. Don't try to think above your pay grade.
Dr. Koenig, do you copy?
What is it, Commander?
Red Crown has established your fallback location if something goes foobar with Heller. You'll be set up at Base 7.
With additional security, I should hope.
You'll have to take that up with Colonel Rooks, Doctor.
I must say, Dr. Mercer, recruiting the Evolved from within Gentek's ranks is a brilliant strategy. We're rocking through their power structure, while Sabrina Galloway is already in line for CFO.
Then follow her example, Koenig. I'll need everyone in place to do what needs to be done in the green zone.
Of course, sir.
So you're saying the white light can mutate?
No, it's highly mutable. It doesn't change on its own, but we can change it.
All right. Into what?
You're not getting what I'm saying. It doesn't change into other things, but it can take on additional properties. Do things in addition to what it was designed to.
So you're saying we can give it what? New side effects?
Sure. Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying.
No problems, then?
None, Mr. Mercer. Sir, my transport lines effectively skirt all of Blackwatch's security measures.
So the whole of the White Light stores are currently leaving the green zone?
Yes. The operation can begin at your command.
Wiley, you turn up any intel on Koenig's location?
I'm afraid not, sir.
He had full access to all of Gentek's white light stores, and a couple of times he deliberately concealed what he was doing. Makes me question him and his crew.
Okay. Now you know to take every possible precaution for this one, right?
Harry, this message is from Dr. Koenig and Dr. Archer, and you know where it's going. You think I'm gonna take a chance on disappointing Alex Mercer?
Good. Deliver this to Base Adams. Don't waste any time.
Dr. Gutierrez, you're sure this effect will propagate?
Even a small sample introduced into a larger specimen will facilitate the conversion. Archer simply needs the exact process.
It'll really do this thing. What you described?
Rest assured, as soon as he makes the connection, Mercer will control every last drop of white light in existence, right down to the molecular level.
Dr. Archer, has your team accomplished their goal?
Implementation is 98% complete, Dr. Mercer. Virtually every existing store of white light has been treated.
Not good enough. I want all of it.
You want me to go back? Sir, the risk of exposure is...
The risk if you don't go back will be far greater.
Yes, sir.
Handle that sample with care, Jenkins. It's more valuable than you are.
Dr. Archer, is it true? The culture you're injecting into the white light, it was taken from Alex Mercer himself.
Indeed. And that's why you will treat it with reverence. Or suffer the consequences.
Did you get the wind pattern charts?
Yes, sir. Received them this morning along with the latest MRE shipment.
And?
Well, once the mainland is saturated, most of the overage should drift out to sea.
Casualties?
Infected removal should be total, sir. About 1.5 million non-infected.
That's acceptable. Proceed.
You're thinking like a white coat, son, not a soldier. Nerve gas would have caused zero structural damage. Place could have been reoccupied in 72 hours. This way, we're looking at a total loss, both population and landscape. Strategically, it's suboptimal.
State your name.
Please don't turn off the lights again. I won't scream anymore. I promise I won't.
Your name.
Amaya Heller.
This is Griffin. I want transport arranged for Amaya Heller. No, it's a bureau transfer. Get her to Dr. Carson's lab. And prep her for surgery.
We're taking Amaya Heller to my lab, Agent Borden. Security here is too easily compromised.
Understood. Location?
Far away from the NYZ, thank Christ. We'll be in 2 choppers. Her first, then I'll follow in a second. Any word from Washington on my recommendation?
Your request for vivisection is approved. We won't know how valuable she is till we open her up.
You idiot! Heller's daughter must not be harmed.
May I ask why?
Sir, I'm interested in her genetic makeup, for one. For another, I want James Heller to see everything I do to her. Firsthand.
Sabrina, wasn't expecting you today.
No time for chit-chat, I'm afraid. Your status report was due 24 hours ago.
Well, didn't you get my memo? I'm waiting to see what the effects are on the Suarez family. Both parents are terminal, but the children seem to be exhibiting some fascinating viral outcomes.
Oh, right. The kids with the stage 4 liver cancer.
Yes. What's your point?
Man, it ain't right. Things should be put down.
Careful, Corporal. If any of your superiors heard you talking that way, it would be, what should we say, a career challenge.
Like I give a rat's ass. I joined up to shoot people, not these fucking mutants.
A worthy attitude, I suppose.
What the fuck are you doing with that camcorder?
Making some movies, Sarge. See how that old man came apart?
I cut it on tape.
You know that shit's against regs. Hand it over.
I hear they're giving out bonuses to whichever patrol finds Heller. Man, you're greener than I thought. Keep your day job, Cream Puff. That motherfucker's all mine.
Realize what we're looking at here, right?
Well, sir, I know if that prick Carrera, whatever the hell his name is, gets his hands on those patrol schedules, it'll make our lives a hell of a lot harder.
Exactly. So you need to unfuck this situation pronto.
Yes, sir. The situation will be unfucked.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Well, that might have some impact if I gave a rat's ass, Doc, but I don't. Give us something to work with.
But I don't know anything.
You and your lab coats have been on Heller's trail ever since he escaped. So don't tell me you can't give me anything I can use to find the subject.
Walsh, you look like hell. What's wrong with you?
I haven't slept in 3 days, Tom.
What? Why not?
Because I've got a target on my back, dumbass! I've seen what Heller's doing. Who he's coming after.
Nobody's getting in here.
Rob, you been hearing all the rumors? Like this Heller guy, dude? They say he can get into anywhere. Like he can turn invisible and shit.
You realize how fucking stupid that sounds?
Well, then how's he do it, brah? How's he get inside these places? He shows up,
If you don't quit calling me brah, I'm gonna bust you right in your fucking face.
with Ash for this. What, you don't feel safe? Yeah, we're being hunted by a guy who shows up out of nowhere and eats tanks with his teeth. Sounds like a good time to me.
These files should be in some archive somewhere.
Why? What are they?
Intelligence gathered on James Heller, here in the quarantine zone.
And you're carrying it with you? Pardon me. I need to be somewhere else right now.
I still say it comes down to a question of encryption.
Explain that.
The locks on the doors, I mean, if they were encrypted better, there's no way this Heller asshole could get through them. You put in a 64-digit code, cycle it through a generator once every 3 hours, I mean, one of us would have to let him in for him to get inside.
Unless the infected specimens escape and destroy the base from the inside out.
Well, yeah, I guess there's that, sir.
Has anyone given any thought to what these creatures eat? Ben, they eat people. No, that's just my point. These viral mutates used to be humans, correct? And humans are omnivores. We require the 4 basic food groups to survive. Yet the virus creatures are living on a completely carnivorous diet. How? I mean, what does the virus do that changes such a basic attribute?
You might be overthinking this a bit.
Shit. Driving one of these things ain't no different than my old 4x4. Come on.
You know, it's a little different, Bertram, because you never had flesh-eating mutated creatures jumping on your old 4x4 and trying to eat you.
Oh, that's where you're wrong, Sarge. You ain't never met my cousins Belvis and Buford.
You know what? I don't know if you're kidding or not, but I don't want to know, all right? Move it the fuck out.
Blackwatch thinks it can circumvent us by sending information via helicopter couriers.
They couldn't be more mistaken, sir. I've got people stationed on critical rooftops all over the city. Those choppers are coming down.
Good. I want that data retrieved.
You notice anything strange about Philtine Gamma 2?
Yes, they all have doctorates in xenomorphology.
Well, yeah, there's that. But have you ever actually talked to them? They seem kind of creepy.
Donald, this is Gentech. I mean, come on.
You're to meet up with Doctors Harding and Messier in 2 hours. Blackwatch detail will escort you.
Since when is Rooks authorized to request R&D?
Raj, he wants us to develop a way to track Heller. I think you can agree that we'd all benefit from that.
You should have heard those pencil necks going on and on about increased security.
I guess that's understandable. What with Heller ripping so many Gentech guys to pieces.
But they want more protection? I say they bump up the pay scales. Each pencil neck gets an extra grunt for every 10 grand they shell out.
Fucker keeps stealing Victors, man. Steals them and crashes them. That shit ain't cool, man. Yeah? Well, what are you gonna do to stop him? Fucking let him try it, man. I'll shove a saw up his ass so far he'll have to... I'll shove it really far up there, man. You making fun of me, man? 'Cause I'll shove a saw up your ass, too.
This is pretty juicy, sir. We've pinpointed intel at a series of Blackwatch command posts.
I'm not one for suspense. Intel about what?
Munitions deliveries. We could shut Blackwatch down like they've been unplugged.
Then go. Take it.
I understand all these measures to deal with the bad guys, Lieutenant, but as I think you can see, I am not a bad guy. Why am I not allowed outside?
These security measures are for your benefit, Dr. Foster. Now, I'll thank you to step back behind the cordon.
I'll do no such thing. My office is literally next door, and I see no reason why Fine, then. You'll regret this.
Man, I swear to God, Dana Mercer is like a fucking cockroach. I mean, I think we put her down and she just, pops up again somewhere else?
So this intel package, you think it'll nail down a location for her?
It'll provide a pattern. I mean, she's got to sleep sometime, right?
Viper 3-1, we've been given a new mission. James Heller is no longer Tango Primary. We're going after Dana Mercer. There's a bonus in it for the patrol that brings her in, courtesy of Colonel Rooks himself. Lieutenant, I demand that you listen to me! What the fuck do you want, Doc? You're running out of time! If your men don't start cooperating with my data gathering, we are going to lose control of the entire quarantine zone! Lieutenant, don't you dare walk away from me! at me. Keep your finger on that trigger, Corporal, or I will shoot you myself.
It's gonna be beautiful, sir. Like grenades, except instead of shrapnel, it'll be brawlers. Blackwatch won't know what hit him.
Strategically placed release. I like it. This is no one's fault but your own. You do understand that.
I understand that I had a brother once. A boy named Alex. A boy that used to play games with me and go skating with me and watch scary movies with me. I understand that Alex is dead now.
I am no longer bound by life or death, Dana. I've moved beyond that. Heller has as well. He just doesn't realize it yet.